Welcome to episode 28 of the 2-Minute Warning. Today on the table, the Chicago Bears, and is it realistic to put them in a Super Bowl picture?
You know, I didn't think it was until they beat Tom Brady. Obviously, there was a miscommunication in that game with Tom Brady and the downs, but even if he knew the downs, this fourth down,
It's 20 seconds left if they catch that
fourth
pass.
and long, who's
Yeah.
to say they were winning it? The Bears deserved that win. They
Yep.
outplayed them. They outscored them. But to say the series is tough because they got to play the Packers twice. They haven't seen one of those matchups yet. But once they play one of them, the Packers once, that's when I'll have my final prediction on the Bears. But it's weird because they don't have absolute ballers on the team. They got a great pass rush with obviously Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn, Akeem Hicks, Raquan Smith, and a great safety at Eddie Jackson, like the second highest paid safety in the league. So clearly there's some stars on the defense. We knew that when the Bears started that revamp with the Khalil Mack trade. But on offense, you got Allen Robinson and Jimmy Graham, but those guys are out of date, and they don't have a lot of depth on their wide receiver chart. It's just very interesting to see. And as Carson's always said in the past with Nick Foles, he's not talented. He's not better than Aaron Rodgers. He's not better than Tom Brady. He's his own thing. He's Nick Foles. He wins
Nick
games.
Foles, he wins games, absolutely.
So I do predict playoffs for sure, but until they play the Packers, I can't say how far.
Yeah, I have to agree with the Packers' claim that we got to see them up against a really good team. But we saw what they did to Tom Brady and the Bucs. I think the Bears won that game like 21-19.
2019.
An odd score, but they really did shut down the Bucs offense. That when you take a look at the way that the Bucs were able to put up 38 easily against Green Bay, in that kind of comparison, you see that something right there is defense that the Bears did way better against a good team like the Bucs than the Packers did. So we're gonna have to wait to see when the Bears play the Packers, but we do see a limitation of Nick Foles on offense with his weapons that he has with an old Jimmy Graham. You said Allen Robinson's kind of old. They have a young receiver in Riley Ridley out of Georgia, but he's, like I said, still developing and just not top of the game. So he's kind of lacking weapons. Tariq Cohen out of the backfield is all right, but again, I don't know.
David Montgomery. I mean, they have names, but they don't have big star talent that when you big game, I expect to see this guy perform well. Right. There is no guaranteed superstar that you're looking for. Anyone is up for grabs to steal the show in the Bears. And it's weird because at the start of the season, no one likes Trubisky. I think is he good? Of course not, but I think he's a little overrated in how bad he is. So I was surprised they even brought in Nick Foles because the Bears did start 2-0 or 3-0, whatever it was, before Nick Foles even came in. So I was surprised they made the switch. But obviously, it's the right move. It's working out, and I predict at least a first-round playoff win, depending who they match up. If they play against Seattle first round, that's going to be tough. But if they're up against a lower 7th seed, against the Cardinals or the Rams, or if they get lucky and play the Cowboys division, they'll definitely make it at least to the second round.
Agreed. Who you think wins Bears division? Do you think they got a shot of winning it?
I'd have to see the first game. Yeah. They have the tied record. I mean, Nick Foles beat Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers got embarrassed by Tom Brady. So right now I'd have to say...
that's a kind of... Exactly. You'd have to say based off of that, but you can't base a whole lot off two different teams playing each other. But
right now I still can't doubt Aaron Rodgers if I had to put money on it.
I agree.
The Packers.
I agree. But yeah, that Bears team is a solid wild card looking team out of the NFC that I think has a playoff game win coming their way, but I don't think Super Bowl.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, 2-minute warning.
2 minutes.